Love it or hate it, Q4 is here. And on Pinterest, what's really cool about Q4 is it tends to be the highest traffic time, highest purchase time for most businesses. Now, it's not all of them, but it's definitely the time to shine. People are searching, they're shopping, they are ready to go. So we are going to give you some Pinterest marketing tips for Q4 if you are choosing to use Pinterest as a part of your marketing. Hey there, I am Kate Ahl. I am the owner of Simple Pin Media. We are a Pinterest marketing agency, and our goal is to help businesses use Pinterest in an effective and strategic way that grows their business. My philosophy is that Pinterest and Instagram are not an either or, but a both and. How can you leverage Instagram or TikTok and Facebook and Pinterest, YouTube, and Google? Because that's kind of how they fit. Pinterest is a cold lead source. So if you're leaning into Q4 thinking, how can I get more eyeballs on my products? How can I get more readers? How can I get more email subscribers? Pinterest is a great place to go to get people who might never have heard about your brand or your business. So let's take advantage of this high traffic time and get them to learn more about you. All right, there's two types of marketing you can do on Pinterest, very similar to the types of marketing you can do on every other platform. Organic and paid. I'm going to talk about both, but I'm going to start with paid for a second. If you at all do paid advertising, this is the best time to do it in Q4. In fact, campaigns see a huge lift and huge boost in their spending. We've seen it with our clients as well, that those who start their ad campaigns early on in the holiday season will have a greater amount of sales as a result of pushing their campaigns. When it comes to seeing that increase, October is really a time where people are starting to think about what purchases they are going to make. They're starting to figure out also how they're going to plan their parties or even their travels. So when you begin to do your campaigns early on, it means that they can get in front of more people. People will save your pin. And then November, when they are thinking about making the actual purchase, your content is there. Also, your ad campaigns in November can really be geared around making sure that you're buying the right gift or buy the last minute gift or whatever it is to get them to purchase the actual product in time before the holidays. So when it comes to paid advertising in Q4, timing really is everything. I would never tell you to start an ad campaign in December in order to make sales. You definitely have to have a long lead time in order to get in front of the right buyers. So let's talk about images and how you can leverage your Pinterest images for Q4. Number one is that if you have evergreen content, and what I mean by this is if you have something that is just like a standalone sourdough bread, right? You can take and create new Pinterest images that play on Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas or any other holiday within that time frame. You can add it to your Pinterest image and it looks like you're making sourdough for your Halloween party or you're making sourdough for your Thanksgiving brunch. You can take and really just twist it just a little bit to where it looks more holiday focused. So don't forget that not only are you creating content for these particular holidays, but you're also taking past content and creating a new Pinterest image that reflects these holidays or events. Here's some examples of what you can put on your particular pins. Holiday deals. You can put gifts that beat the rush, or you can put things like wish list or holiday guide, anything that gets them kind of inspired that you're going to help them with their holiday shopping. I know I hate holiday shopping too. It's not my favorite. So if I see that somebody can help me and that's a quick thing that resonates with me on that Pinterest image, I'm going to click on it. Calls to action are really great to add to your pin images. You can get super creative with send the gift now, beat the holiday rush, make sure you grab this before it's gone. It gives context to them that maybe there's a product they really, really want and creates some scarcity too. So you can make these look like a bubble. You can make them look like a little box. The whole image itself is clickable, right? But this just tricks them into thinking like, oh yes, I'm going to click on this to learn more. So don't forget to add holiday language and calls to action. Listen, I know that your inbox is probably really full of emails. I get it, mine is too. But if you are pursuing Pinterest marketing, I think we have one of the best newsletters out there about Pinterest marketing. It's not super wordy, but it gives you just enough details to keep you up to date on anything that's happening on Pinterest, any resources we find relevant, our latest podcast, and our latest video here on YouTube. It takes less than 5 minutes to read, comes out every single Wednesday, and it's called Pinterest Made Simple. We curate this newsletter with the education that we do for our team by pulling in all of the articles and resources and giving you what we find most relevant. So I don't want this to be another email in your inbox. So if right now you feel like, Kate, I just cannot take another email, that's totally fine. But if you are looking for information just to keep you up to date, just kind of like a touch point, you can sign up for the Pinterest Made Simple newsletter here below in the description or here with the QR code. So get the Pinterest Made Simple newsletter today. We promise not to clutter up your inbox and be more of an additive to your Pinterest marketing. Did you know there are 6 types of holiday shoppers on Pinterest? So let's go through them. Number 1, we have the early birds. If you're somebody who is late, this person probably annoys the crap out of you because you're like, they've got ahead of it. They are planning so far in advance. I don't even know what I'm going to make do or even whatever for the holidays. So the early bird is going to get out front. They were probably searching for holidays well back in August and September. So getting in front of them is not a bad idea if you are an early bird marketer. Next is the traditionalist. This is the person who just wants everything to remain the same. They have their habits, they have their traditions. They probably have the same time every year that they're going to engage with Pinterest and start planning. They are your consistent people all the way through every single year. There is also the self-gifter. I'm not going to throw shade on this because I have done this as well. I know that I have bought products for my family and I've also maybe thrown in one for me as well. Because guess what? I'm the mom and nobody buys me gifts or pays attention to gifts for me as much as I pay attention to gifts for everybody else. So I am a self-gifter sometimes. Now, I do not wrap it for myself, but again, if you want to wrap your gift, that's totally fine. So just know that people might be looking for gifts for somebody else, but they're also willing to give themselves a little bit of love. Number 4, the rookie host. This is the person who this is the very first time they are ever hosting. They're probably completely stressed out. And I imagine their Thanksgiving board has like 200 pins in it. They want to do all the things. They want to do tablescapes. They want to do all these creative dishes and desserts, and you really hope they make it through because chances are when it comes to Thanksgiving, they're just going to be completely spent. Or they might be totally delighted by it. I'm sure some Enneagram 7 out there is thinking this is just the best time ever. So that person is kind of gather everything and they are going to be so excited to do things for the first time, which that is a great way to play up your content and your products too, is by really honing in on that first timer. What to know for the first time you're hosting Thanksgiving. What to know for your first Halloween for your kid. Think about those firsts for people and make that kind of a tagline that you use in some of your Pinterest images. Number 5 is the shipping first shopper. Guilty as charged. I will tell you that I will do anything to get to free shipping. In fact, I'm sure that those companies set the limit at $50 because their product is $44 and I have to buy something for $6 in order to get free shipping. I've done it. I get it. But I feel like the whole world should be free shipping. I know product sellers that you got to charge your shipping. I get it. Like it's part of how it works, but it is a hurdle for me. And the shipping first shopper is looking for shops that provide incentives to either get free shipping, like as least amount of hurdles as possible. They just want to get the product that they want to get. So solidarity with the shipping first. I get it. Number 6 is the next level party planner. I would say it's very similar to the rookie first holiday event, but this person is is a seasoned pro. They are ready to make their tablescapes different every year. They want to plan the best thing, like Halloween party. They want to go all out for Christmas. I mean, they are just here to impress. So if you know that this is your person, come out swinging really hard because they want to impress their guest. I'm sure they are an Enneagram 3 and they want to look really awesome, which is what I am. So I can identify with their need to look amazing. I get it. You just got to create some showstoppers. Here's what I'll leave you with at the end. Be aware that with this high traffic time for Q4, it means there's a ton of other businesses competing for the attention of the buyers and for those who are searching for content. So you have to be aware of that and try to distinguish yourself from all the other businesses that are there. Use different keywords, use different colors on your pin images, really try to stand out, but also know that it's going to take some time. So if this is your first Q4, remember that the next Q4 next year in 2025 might be even better for you. So pay attention to what you learned this year. Don't let that discourage you. If you are new and you are getting all of your e-commerce connections connected, do that. Keep pushing forward with it and just know that this is a long game. Maybe next Q4 is your time to shine. But regardless, everybody should take advantage of Pinterest in Q4.